name is Teresita Blanco, the Artsy sister. Today we're reading Saturanstra Chicot. This is the final chapter, chapter 30, called Chicot. When I returned home, I was relieved to see my wife was alive and well. I felt quite mortified when I was informed that my firstborn son and daughter were already 4 months old. And when my children saw me, they treated me as if I was a total stranger. And since I was away for so long, my wife Maera took the liberty of naming the children for me. My daughter was called Leuze and my son Josephus. Whenever I tried holding them, they would start crying most pitifully. I was even more annoyed by the affection they showed Chicot's cat Aegis. They would pet it and even sleep with him on the same crib. Most of the time they were well behaved. They had inherited Maera's calm disposition. It seemed to me that they would only get fidgety when I was around. My mother advised me to give it some time. Chicot was fascinated with my little children, and he had always liked babies and small children. And in order to celebrate their births, Chicot brought out a line of children's toys. He made small wooden carts, rattles, something he called a pacifier, dolls, and stuffed animals. He also had made hundreds of toys of all shapes and sizes, and one of his interesting creations was the glass marbles. Marble toys I resisted for some time, and I had a few when I was younger. However, Chicot invented a tool that would cut the glass marbles into shapes easier. It also allowed for newer, bolder designs. It was strange to have such a large production of toys when in reality we should be making weapons to market in the chaos that surrounded us. One of the last arguments I had with him was about selling weapons instead of toys, and I entered his workshop while he was in the middle of sewing the most adorable pink dress for a porcelain doll. Sitting beside him, I said, I was checking the profit margin for these toys we have been making. We would be doing a lot better if we went back to weapons production. I am very disappointed in you, Joseph, said Chicot, not looking at me. I'm just trying to keep your monetary empire afloat, I retorted. Is money all that matters to you? I don't care about my worldly goods or my empire. I just want to make toys to make children happy. And when I make weapons to help their parents murder one another, said Chicot. Even without weapons, people will still find a way to kill each other, I responded. I am happy that you finally see things my way. For now there is more than enough junk in circulation. Any more and we will be undone, said Chicot, and if you have nothing else to say, leave me in peace. During the summer months, Chicot emptied out the vault one last time. He invested in vocational schools all over the continent, and he taught children how to read and write and type and a craft. These vocational schools helped get rid of the guild system for good, and these unprofitable ventures earned him a lot of critique from his soldiers and a good number of the new artisans who worked under him. The more they critiqued Chicot, the more isolated and wasteful he became. It seemed to me that Chicot was slowly tearing away his empire at the seams. There eventually came a rupture in management, and Gita stepped in and took over Chicot's affairs, and he would still continue to make his little toys, but his artisans no longer were compelled to mass-produce whatever he came out with. Since whatever he made was no longer going to be mass-produced, Chicot made some of the most exquisite toys. The craft machine behind them and the materials used to make them were sublime. And instead of giving away those items to whatever children he ran into in the street, he would also give away sometimes to old people and married ladies. And he also gave away most of the items he had in his storage room, and he only kept inside the N9 and Sylvia armor, his first compact mirror, and his mysterious enamel egg. He also started wearing his white robes. They were finally the appropriate size for him, and one day I walked into a one-sided argument between Amberandos and Chicot. Amberandos was in a frenzy because Chicot had given away to an unknown patron some of the more experimental models of his weapons. And when he asked for the blueprint, Chicot simply stated that he had given them away as well. How could you give away the blueprints? We will never be able to mass-produce those new weapons without them, he exclaimed. The patron paid extra for that option, explained Chicot. Don't kid around. The lifeblood of any smithy are the blueprints. No amount of gold is worth losing them, he exclaimed. If the Medes had not memorized how to make the weapons, then they were unworthy of working under me, Chicot. Not everyone has a prodigious memory like you, Chicot. And besides, each myth only contributes a small amount of effort into the process of making a single sword. Or have you forgotten this as well, said Aberandus. It is not my problem anymore, said Chicot, leaving. He smiled as he passed by me. No one could explain Chicot's sudden irresponsibleness. He also started eating solid sweets and spending all of the nights awake. And one night I found him crying inside his armory room. And when I asked him what was the matter, he said, "Nothing's wrong." "Come on, you can tell me what's wrong," I insisted. "You wouldn't understand even if I told you. You would call me mad or start to hate me like your mother," he said bitterly. "My mother does not hate you, I said, petting his head. "Yes, she does. She just hides it very well," he said, wiping his face with his sleeve. "Don't be like that," I said. Chicot slapped my hand away, and standing up he said bitterly, "You hate me too, don't you?" "No, I don't, and if this is about the money thing, I would ask the others to back off," I said, condescending. "I don't need your help. I can take care of myself. You should be focusing on taking care of your wife and kids. I can hear your baby's cries even from here," said Chicot. "Maera will get to them, don't worry," I said. "You disappoint me, Joseph," he said, pointing towards the door. Since I was not taking the hand, he dragged me out, yelling, "Get out, get out." Once outside, I was greeted by the amused face of Una. She said, "My contact with Chicot will expire by New Year's, so you will have to do without me from here on out. Please inform the others if you don't mind." "Can we renew our contract next year?" I asked. "No, my family is relocating, and this will definitely be my last few months with you guys," said Unla, yawning. "I see, we'll take care of that. Thank you for protecting us," I said, bowing. "There's no need to thank me. I was just doing my job, as all," said Unla, leaving. The New Year finally came, and as usual we had a big celebration with fireworks in the manor. Amidst the celebration, I lost track of Chicot. When the morning came, he was nowhere to be found. Days passed, and after a week of not hearing from him, we started to get alarmed. A search party was sent out to look for him in the forest and roads, and we also searched for him within Little Sofia, and during the second day of our search, Aberandus broke the lock of Chicot's storage. It was the one place we had not searched, and I was surprised to see that the Sylvia and the Nine armors were gone, as well as Chicot's egg and compact mirror. It seemed almost impossible to imagine Chicot sneaking out of the party, carrying out 4 armors that were twice his size. Just the heavy version of the Nine armor required 6 people to move it from place to place. When the spring months finally came, we all started to come to terms with the realization that Chicot was gone. Some speculated that he had been murdered by thieves that had slipped into the party. Others thought he had just been spirited away by magic users. For a time, whenever we sent merchant expeditions, they would carry a sketch of Chicot. They would ask around town to see if anyone had seen or heard from him. And after 5 years, we stopped actively searching for Chicot. It was as if he had disappeared off the face of the world. Time, bro?
6 minutes.
It has been 5 years since Chicot left, and slowly people who used to work alongside of him have stopped speaking about him. Abby did not seem too saddened with Chicot leaving. Based on his behavior, Abby has been expecting this for some time. He got remarried to my mother, of all people. Kita did not seem to mind Chicot's departure, though she still worked diligently to maintain the prosperity of Little Sofia. Paola was the one who took Chicot's departure the hardest. She left the town a month after Chicot disappeared, and what became of her, no one in Little Sofia can say. And according to Aberandus, Paola joined up with the Knights of the Realm. Since people are no longer speaking of Chicot, I started to worry that he might be forgotten. And I wrote this book in order to honor the memory of my best friend, whom I miss every day. If you are reading this, Chicot, please come home. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, and God bless.